time for this early in the morning. Put the piece. Where I put the piece? Where did I put the piece? Where's the piece? 11. 11 by 4. I think that should be enough. Hey, happy snow day. Same with us. Right now it's a 2-hour delay, so they're still asleep. Um, I already know. I know Howard County. Howard County will take a snow day if it can. So I have a funny feeling by 9 we're gonna get it's a snow day, which is fine by me. I prefer them not trudging through the snow on the way home. So yeah, snow day so far. It's cold. My husband's taking our eldest, Faith, to the hospital. She's not feeling good. She has a cold, but she also like jammed her finger, like, and she can't move it. She tried to like deal with it. This is I'm gonna give you, if anyone is in my predicament, then you know what I'm talking about, or if anyone has lived this predicament. Do you know a nurse? Are you a nurse? Okay, because I have a whole bunch of beautiful, intelligent nurses in my family, and all of them, when they were first starting off being a nurse, never went to the doctors for elements. Never. So my daughter, is starting her nurses program in August because she graduates in May, she's like, "Oh, it's fine." I'm like, "Oh, is it? Is it that you can't bend your finger and it's like swollen 2 times that you don't think you might need to get it popped back into place or something? What if it's broken? What if it's fractured or whatever?" My soon to be nurse daughter is like, "No, it's fine." So it took until she has a really bad cold right now. So her dad's taking her to urgent care so she can get the cold looked at and her finger looked at. But it always cracks me up that people that are trying to go into the medical field, whether they're trying to be an ENT, I mean, emergency medical, fire, police, or anything where they know they're a public servant, or when they're helping other people anytime with the medical field, that they don't go to the doctors for stuff. why they're about to attend school. So I'm really proud of her. She wants to be like an RN. She wants to work in the psychiatric part of the emergency room. I think she can do it. Faith has like this compassion and empathy that I have never seen in any other being. She is so sweet and so kind, and I hope nothing will ever make her jaded, because there needs to be more people that have that kind of empathy in the world. We will be a better place, because a sarcastic, second guessing kind of person who's bombastic, side-eyeing you. She's not. She wants to help everything and anything. Just like Hope wants to, she's really great with animals. I'm hoping that she works with animals in the future, because I have never seen anyone more compassionate about animals. And Ken, I think that dude can do anything he wants to do. He's just an all-around gem. Like everywhere he's at, everyone loves him. He's just like his father. He looks like me, but he's his dad's personality. So it's very interesting watching me as a someone that looks so much like me act like Kendall. It's because Hope is like my doppelganger in personality, like bombastic side eye, sarcastic, kind of on not we're optimistic, but we do have a pessimistic and realistic side. The other two don't have that. The other two think everything is sunshine and rainbow. Me and Hope are like, yeah, no, there's mud. There's dirt. um so it's really interesting watching my kids grow. But yes, my oldest, who is 18, who was 18 in November, she messed up her finger at her job, and I was like, dude, just go to the thing. If it's broken, they're just gonna, if it's pop back in place, they pop it back in place, and then they kind of do that tape up 2 fingers, and it heals on its own. But you don't want to have a break heal incorrectly, so go to the doctors. No, it's fine. Can you bend it? No. Maybe it's not fine. Just throwing it out there. So my husband is taking her to the urgent care. That's where he's at right now, and they had a cold blue, and we were pissed. I'm not gonna lie, we were pissed. We woke up where there's no snow. My husband went out there to let the dogs, and it's nothing but ice. He almost slid across the patio, and I'm like, all right. All right. And then when I came down here, because I was like, I'm gonna go on a little bit early because I have a Patreon at 12. And I was like, what if I go on early? I already know. I already could tell you they're gonna call it a day. I was like, okay, I can go literally go catch some sleep or cut out the rest of this bag and then do Patreon, finish this bag, and then just chill with the kids, right? So that was my whole point of going on early today, is because I was like, I can just go cuddle up with Loki's, because Loki's in my bed right now, laying on my pillow probably. Most likely he's laying on my pillow. I love that dog. I love that dog more than anything. But as soon as you leave, he's a spot stealer because he wants to take your warmth from that area, and he'll lay on pillows. Like he will take pillows, and he's 150 pounds. So it's not like you could really he could take couch sofa cushions in his jaw without dragging it to another location. He's 150 pounds. When he's on his top two legs and we're head to head, he's the same height as me. I'm 5'9". Okay. He's not a small dog by any fleet. And Kendall wants a bigger one. Like he either wants a full bred Corso or he wants a full bred Dane. And I'm like, why do we want something that's bigger? This dude does parkour on our tables. Like I am not. He knows how to turn on the sink water to drink water and turn it off. Does that seem like a normal thing a dog does? Because it freaks me out still. And then he looks at me, and I swear to God, he rolls his eyes the whole time. And I'm like, I'm going to be like Hope and start wrestling the dude. Because I don't know what else to do. Let me catch up on your guys' comments. Good morning, Leslie. Good morning, Merle. Let's see. Yeah, it's a wet, sloshy snow, too. Good morning, Christine. Good morning, Arnetta. Flurries for DC. I figured out I walked out, I was like, it's actually sticking to my patio. Yeah, they're gonna call off school. You got the misty gloomy here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm waiting for our snowmageddon. We're due for one, but I want it to happen like on a Friday and clear up on a Sunday. But that's just my own personal, just my personal thing if I want to talk. Congratulations. That's such a big thing. UMD's big. Oh man, yeah, state tuition. That's what I told Faith. If you're gonna go do something here in the state, because state tuition is worlds different from out of state. Faith wants to go to. She wants to do the nursing program at Howard County, because Howard County's nursing program is John Hopkins, and then she wants to go to an HBCU. So she's probably going to look into there's a lot in Maryland. So she's probably going to look into something in Maryland. I'm hoping so she can stay within the state tuition. I love Loki too. He's my favorite. He's my favorite person. Except water kisses. Does anyone else's dog like drinks a whole bunch of water and then they want to kiss you and you're like, no. You're literally drooling. You have extra saliva and water in your mouth. Let's not give me a kiss on my face. And then they do it. And he has jowls. So like there's like hidden compartments of water in his mouth. And it's like, if I didn't love you, you'd be dead. Oh my God. I seen that there, Linda. I seen someone do that where I seen that on TikTok where the dog was thirsty, and no, this dog was smart. He nosed his water bottle to the fridge and then pawed the ice, and the ice was shooting out and hitting in his water bowl. And I was like, they're getting really smart. Okay, so I see Great Danes use the bathroom in a guest bathroom. I'm kind of weirded out by that, but also like if you have a bathroom that can be just dedicated to dogs and like humans really don't use it unless it's like emergency, that is the coolest thing ever. I know there's some cats that are trained like that too. I just don't know how people train things like that. Like I'm really good at training. Like I could teach your dog a lot of really cool tricks, but I have never been able to master like turning on the kitchen sink and getting your own water. And he prefers it. Like he'll have fresh water with ice in his water bowl, and I'll still see him turn on the kitchen sink. And I'm like, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Or like or if he's mad, if I'm down here too long and I haven't went out there to walk him, he'll like he'll drink all the water in his water bowl and then start smashing his water bowl all over the house and then bring it down the stairs, hitting every wall, wagging his tail like, "Oh, look, my bowl's empty. You have to come upstairs." I'm just like, sometimes you can be a little butthole, but I love you. You're really smart. Oh yeah, Leslie, that I you when you go to the solar room gardener, let me know because I just let me. I have with my pack schedule. I still would like to see you before me because that's like September. That seems like forever. Ice. Oh my God, that dog is a genius. Good morning, Joanne. We have really, really bad weather. It's like weird weather. It's like 35 degrees, but it's snowing and it the thing is the white stuff is actually sticking. So like at first I thought it was going to come down like a slushy, but it's actually sticking. So I don't know. Okay, but she's trying to move her legs. That's good. That's a good thing. She's not moving her legs. So it's hard to keep a dog down when they have surgery. It's super hard. I know with Loki's 3 surgeries this time last year. I think I have PSD with that. So like I was I'm filing taxes and Kindles like go over all the expenses. I'm trying to figure out all the expenses that were like major this month and last month, the in February and March and part of April. It was all of Loki's surgeries. They were so expensive, and I they're of course they're not part of my taxes, but you know how like when you're if you have a small business, you go over every like receipt you had for the year, like for paying for fabrics for something or paying for conventions or like airplanes to go teach or whatever, travel. So I'm going over this and I'm like literally crying because no one knows that like how hard that surgery was on him, the first one. He had a gaping hole in his stomach that we had to pack and wait until to take him to the emergency the next day because nobody was open. It I to this day I love that puppy with all my heart. And I know he's not a puppy. He's 2, but he's still my puppy. It's just that he went through so much being 1 years old. It wasn't even funny. Like he's lucky to be alive. Like he went through a lot. And it man, financial wise, a lot of huge portions, like thousands of dollars went into making sure he stayed alive. And keeping him confined was the hardest thing ever because he was only 1. So trying he couldn't jump on the bed, he couldn't jump on anything, he couldn't do any of his parkour tricks. Trust me, if you were in my house, you understand. Like 1 minute you'll be sitting on the couch, the next minute he's on the coffee table. He'll jump onto the coffee table, onto I have a farm table and it has one side has a long bench. He'll jump onto the bench to try to jump onto his dad's chair. Like you're like, this isn't we're not playing this we're not playing hot floor is lava, what is going on here? So keeping him in his cage, and it was sad. Like, and you know what memories I have is my children sitting in the cage with him. They would take turns, and it wasn't even something I asked. They just felt so bad for Loki not able to move that they would bring whatever device that they were going to bring and sit in the cage with him and just like let them put his head on his lap, their lap, and they would sit and talk to him, give him scratches, talk to cuddle with him because he was confined to like a 4x4 cage that was in our living room. Um, I was just thinking about that and I was just like, dude, my kids are amazing. They don't even know. There's other people that cannot care about animals like that. And my kids, I feel like they have so much empathy and so much compassion for things because of my pets. Because I'm not the most empathetic person. I cry over stupid stuff when I do, but like that almost made me cry when we were finishing it up because I was like, I just all those bills had a can make you feel like, dang, there goes my savings. But then all I was attached to awesome memories that my kids were in the cage, not for like 1 hour, 2 hours. Like they would rotate, sleep, do whatever to make sure that that puppy was okay. And Kendall did too. Kendall slept on the floor just to make sure that the dog didn't be okay. Like it, there's some PSD, but there's also some like warm memories that my family is compassionate to animals, and that means a lot to me. Yes. Let's see. It's raining, there's ice rings. Okay, yeah. I hate those. I hate when it's super icy and you black ice is the worst. It is absolutely the worst. She'll be recovered sooner than you know it. Our fur babies are our babies. Loki, oh my god, my kids always make fun. They're like, "Who's your favorite?" And when I say Loki, no one believes me, but I have no reason to lie. He loves me unconditionally. This dog is so in tune with me. Like when I'm about to have a panic attack, he knows. He'll start rubbing his neck underneath my neck and trying to like make me happy or whatever. He can sense my anxiety attacks. It's pretty interesting because he wasn't trained for that. He just knows that. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I think I do believe that I think kids that grow up around animals or have animals in their house, they have a different sense of compassion, because it's caring for something that doesn't really communicate like us. So you have to learn empathy and signs and reading, reading the room and reading the situation. It's a different skill set that a lot of people don't have. I'm not saying that kids that don't have animals don't have compassion. I don't believe that. It's just something I think it's extra, just a little bit extra. Yeah. Aw. Yeah, yeah, it felt like prison. Well, the thing that always threw okay, here's the thing about Loki's crate. Loki's crate has a tent on top. It always enamored me why he never just stood up and just pop the top off. He still does it. Like if we have people fixing things in the house and we have to bust out this huge crate, we have to build it. He never goes on top of it. And the thing is that he's a really smart cookie. Like if you were around Loki for any a moment of time, you'd be like, this dog is like way too smart. But for this one thing, he cannot get past to realize that if he pops up, he'll be out of the crate. Um, he just never does it. Yeah, never ask for the latest iPhone, never ask for allowance, and never it doesn't ask if I'm feeling sad, he's just there. Or like he's just there. But I was laughing because my friend has like this really cute chihuahua, and she was like, "It's the same thing." I'm like, "No, we have." I was like, "Are you big spoon or little spoon with your dog?" And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "When you cuddle with your dog, are you the big spoon or are you the little spoon?" And she was like, "I'm the little spoon. I mean, the dog's a little spoon." I was like, "No, see, that's the difference. Loki is a whole person in the bed. Like he's an entire person, and he acts like a toddler. Like as soon as Kendall takes him to the bathroom in the morning, he'll lay back in bed for 15 minutes before the alarm goes off again, and you'll hear Loki whine, cry, whimper, do whatever he has to do. He has this turkey sound that is like it's like the funniest sound. Like I never could record it because he only does it early in the morning or when his dad's coming home from work and he senses him. And we have to be like, fine, fine, come in the bed. So we have to separate so he can lay in the middle and he'll lay across the whole thing. It's like a whole person. Again, he's 5'9" when he stretches out. So he's across the whole bed. And I'm like, Kendall, we need to get a king bed. Because none of my kids ever crawled in bed when they were little. So I'm not used to having something crawling into the bed because they need affection or they need to feel safe. This dog is 150. So yeah, every morning. There has not been a morning he does not cry at 6:35 to get in the bed. And by this time you think he would just hop in bed. No, no, no. He has to hear, come on up. And it makes zero sense because he comes up any other time he wants. But in that morning when everybody's tired, he's like crying like a kid, like, Mom, there's a monster underneath my bed. I want to go in your room. That's Loki. Thank you, Lynette. Oh, Sugar Spike the sheep. That's a smart puppy. Yeah, Loki talks back a lot too. We have a lot of videos. He's a over talker. by far. Like when he gets fussy, if you ever see me just looking to the side, it's either I'm looking at Kindle trying to like do his version of ASL trying to get my attention with something, or it's Loki sitting down in front of my door about to sound off. Like whenever he's frustrated, he just it's a whole like, and you're like, okay, I'll fix it. I got you. So yeah, today I'm waiting for Howard County to send. There's no school today, which they probably will send within the next 20 minutes. And then at 12 o'clock noon, I have Patreon. We're going to be doing, I'm going to be going, we're not sewing today. We're going to be going over the dynamics of what you need to make this bag, what kind of extra supplies you need. So that way you know what to cut out. We have, which, and then I'm going to show them pattern pieces that I made so that they can make them themselves. It's a very simple pattern. I'm just still stuck on the fact that the pattern has right here is where the strap is connected and the rivets are connected to the bag. And you can't see it on the outside because the outside of the Chelsea bag, you can't see any rivets. So I love that feature. So I guess the modification for this bag is turning this into one piece. The 2 zipper pockets that go opposite direction. We're going to put a bottom base on here because I don't want the wax canvas to get ruined. I mean, it's water resistant and dirt resistant. It really is not going to get ruined. You can just like wipe it off. And we're doing the straps and inserting side connectors so you can have an adjustable strap. So I think it's going to be a fun modification because if you don't have the Tuesday tote, I think you should have it. The thing is with the Tuesday tote, if you've been wanting to dabble with modifications, I think that is the perfect bag to modify with because you constantly are doing something a little bit different that can make it look different each and every time. It's a perfect pattern to play around with because this pattern pieces are very simplistic. So you can have fun. You can make it a patchwork. I wanted to make a quilt one with like all of Stranger Things into a quilt and make it look like 80s, like with like some doilies accents around the zipper pocket and whatever. You can have a lot of fun with that pattern and the add-on pack. So I don't get affiliate links for Shannon's patterns or any of, I'll tell you if I have affiliate links. It's a great pattern if you've been wanting to learn how to modify and you make totes and you want to learn how to make different ones. I feel like that is do the Tuesday tote and vinyl. I think Shannon has made one for a strike and you'll be seeing it soon. If you're a part of Alchematch, you can see her teaser and that is vinyl. She did a Tuesday tote and it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, that's random. I feel like I would be a winner of that kind of show. Um, but it's always good when you judge someone within the first 10 minutes. It makes you feel good about yourself. Okay. Okay. I don't eat popcorn, so you're kind of filling on that random child. Okay. Tuesday Toad is going to be Not at Thread Co. Not at Threads Co. I can't put the link in, but if you put Not at Threads with the S at the end, Co, and that is from Shannon. Shannon, that is her pattern, that is her designer name, and the pattern is called the Tuesday Tote, and then she has a Tuesday Tote add-on. So, yeah, it's one of my favorite ones. I think this is our second time doing something with it, or no, that's not right. I think we did something last year with it. I'm not too sure, but this is I always modify this pattern because this pattern is like a perfect pattern to practice modifications. So like for this time, I forgot because I was so excited how the front pocket came out. I forgot to add the bottom base, so I wrote down the measurements for that today. But yeah, I love how these zipper pockets are. They're their own individual pockets. And I love that. I love that you have, and they're deep enough to have like a cell phone in both of them. So let's see. Well, let me double check that. Let me throw this cell phone case in here. Okay, well, one of them is. Oh, yeah, it would help if I would have the beads out of the way. I was like, why isn't it zipping? So you can put a cell phone. That's the first pocket. And you can adjust the height and whatever. My zipper pockets go down to probably right here. No, I want the Tuesday tote templates so bad. So bad. Art Expressions on Etsy has them, and she has the one where you can cut them in. So in the corner, this area and this area has a further slit, so you can get the perfect corner slit on here. I just seen that. That's on my wish list for my birthday, is to get the Tuesday tote fully set templates from Art Expressions. I want those so bad. So no, instead, if you ever, if maybe in 2025 I'll have something like one of my Patreon members can come and visit me and stay and like work in the workroom with me, because they will see I have pattern pieces that I draw out everywhere hung up in my room. They're everywhere. So when I can get templates, I'm always over the moon, because that means that that's less for me to draw. And then what I do is, like, let's say if I had the Tuesday tote templates, what I would do is I would laminate a whole area, punch a hole, and put a ring through it, so that way this could stay with the templates. So that way if I want to recreate this design, I can. Or I'll fold this up and put this in the folder, because I have a Tuesday tote folder. If you guys don't remember, I organized everything with the Tuesday tote, like, hold on. Oh, I sewed the Tuesday tote on the other machine. So on my Tuesday tote, I have all the pattern pieces. Let me remove it. But I organized it like this, where I have a little bit of OCD I don't talk about. So it has, like, for the lining fabric, zipper pockets, and it has each section. Each section has its own assigned thing, and you can just go in it. That's how with Shannon's patterns and with Ora Rosa, I like to use 3-ring binders. So, yeah. And I'll put pattern pieces in there that I created or modified, so that way all the pieces stay together. I know. Like Hope says, just keep it like this. If the trolls ain't trolling, then you're not live. Please make a heart. Is this what you want? Because this is weird. I wouldn't normally do this. So yeah, we've been almost on here for almost 30 minutes. I'm going to go upstairs, chill, wait for this email saying your kids are not going to school today. And then I'm going to finish cutting out this rest of this Ojima bag, and then get ready for my noon quick chat and talk about what we need to do, what you need to get for the Patreon. I'm pretty excited about it. It's not going to be very detailed. This is going to be a fast one, but I think super gratifying at the end. I think everyone's going to be super satisfied with their Tuesday tote. And I actually think this is one that everybody could be finished with it before the end of February, because there's not a whole lot to say or do to it. But there is enough to be a huge modification, but just not where it's like, I think I hear a child. Okay, so sorry. I hope everyone has a really good day, and everyone has a wonderful snow day or rainy day. I hope you're able to accomplish anything you want. If you're not, there's always tomorrow. And I will talk to y'all manana. Bye-bye.